sucker for flowers, as you probably know if you've seen a lot of my B-roll. And I thought, what's the best place to take contestant number 7? Some place that I will really enjoy. So I figured a garden, a flower garden. And that's what I'm going to do. Today I'm going to be enjoying contestant number 7, while I also enjoy the beauty of the garden here at Hovander Park. So hopefully this will be a very relaxing read because it's a beautiful day and it's a beautiful location. Initial thoughts are that I recognize, at least I think I recognize one of the names of the places in the first sentence. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I think I recognize it, so I don't know what that means or if it tells me anything. It's like not a known place, it's a mystical place. And then it looks like it's a little bit longer than some of the other 10% I've read so far, so hopefully it reads quickly. And I'm probably gonna read for a little bit here and then wander around the garden a little bit, so you'll get to see some other things. First things first, it appears this is YA and it's historical. At least that's what it seems like so far. Our main character, or the character that we're just getting introduced to, is sneaking a romance instead of doing her chores and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, Shell and I snuck many romances when we were younger. Okay, so some notable things about this family and, of course, our character Miranda, our main character. The family is very pious, and they're like a farming family. There are quite a few children, and they work a lot. They have a lot of chores. They have a lot of things that are happening every single day. And the father especially is incredibly pious. Well, Miranda is very... the term delicate is used with her, and it's more so that she likes to keep her skin looking fresh and light, and she really cares about her appearance. She really cares about how she presents herself. So Miranda has these romantical ideas about the world and the place she holds in it. And so a letter comes from this distant relative saying, we would be happy to take one of your daughters and basically give them the opportunities that they wouldn't otherwise have. So these family members that they are distantly related to are really wealthy and are offering one of the girls to have this opportunity. Well, Miranda's like, I've always wanted to be rich and live in society. But of course, who knows if her father's actually going to let her go, considering the kind of lifestyle he leads and believes to be a good lifestyle. So we'll see what happens. At this point, I'm really liking the writing style. The writing style is very easy for me to get into right away, and I'm enjoying the historical element of this. So maybe I'm in the mood for a historical story. I don't know much else about it at this point, though, so I'm going to continue reading, and we'll see what happens. like to give you a good update, but I haven't gotten that far in the last little bit because there was this wonderful woman that I just started chatting with out on the overlook, and it was really hot. We just stood in the sun for a long time talking, so I'm a little warm. So I'm here in the shade, and I will say that at this point, Miranda's dad has agreed to let her go. So she's on her way to the city. Okay, so I am enjoying this so far. I love that Shell's been getting so many different types of books in here. I have a feeling there's something supernatural with this one though, because at one point the cousin that she's gonna go stay with, he's thinking to himself he could read their minds, but he doesn't feel like it. So the fact that he can read minds says that there's something supernatural going on here. And it's funny because he's like the exact opposite of what her father is. So if her father was not so charmed, or at least if he wasn't so good at placating her father, he definitely would not have let her go off with this cousin of hers. And so Miranda looks like she's going to be on an adventure with people who have completely different values than what she does and her family does. And I am intrigued. I am intrigued. I just like the writing. I feel like it's really easy to get into, and I'm already interested in the characters. So despite the fact that I really don't know much about the story, like we haven't got anywhere near who her cousin is and what makes him so unique and special and why he wanted her to come live with them, with the family. So we'll see. We'll see. This is intriguing. I'm very interested in this one. I'm very interested in all of them. It's going to be really hard to make a choice. That was the perfect setting. It was such a beautiful day, and that was a great book to be reading in that setting. I was loving it. I was loving that whole situation. It was just perfect. And the only reason I was talking a little quieter in this video, because you know I'm not quiet, is because there were a lot of people also there enjoying the garden. It was just such a perfect day. Let's find out what my bookish matchmaker has to say about why she chose this particular book.
Contestant number 7 is old-fashioned and a little broody. Dragonwyck by Anya Sutton. Now I bet that this match surprised you, because out of all 10 of them, this is the only contestant that I did not pre-screen ahead of time.
I have to admit there were a couple of times when I was reading that I was like, what is this book? Shell read this? Because it didn't seem like your type of book.
In fact, I had to consult the all-knowing oracle named Google for this one. Because when I was reviewing the list of books that I had thought of as your perfect matches, I realized that it would be remiss of me not to include one of your favorite genres, which would be classics and gothic romance. Two things that you absolutely adore, and has been proven that I do not. So the Oracle provided me lists from people who adore those genres, and I went and I searched for something that people said reminded them of the Mysteries of Udolpho and Rebecca, two of the books that I know that you particularly enjoyed, that I did not. So I found Dragonwyck for you, which is supposed to be along that same line of those two books that you adored. So I'm hoping that despite surprising you, that this book ends up being a really good match for you. We'll see what you think. Good luck.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see what happens with contestant number 8. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.